Starting a business in California can feel exciting, but at the same time, it can also feel a little overwhelming when you begin looking into the legal side of things. One of the first steps many entrepreneurs take is forming an LLC. If you started researching that process, you've probably realized that there are quite a few steps involved, especially in a state like California. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to start an LLC in California online in 2026, step by step. By the end of this guide, you'll understand how the process works, what forms are required, how much it costs, and what you need to do after your LLC is approved. And if you'd rather have someone guide you through the process and handle the paperwork for you, also explain why many entrepreneurs choose to use Northwest Registered Agent when forming their LLC. If you want to check them out later, I do have a discount link for Northwest Registered Agent in the description and pinned comment below the video. Before we jump into the steps though, let's quickly talk about why so many businesses choose the LLC structure. An LLC, which stands for Limited Liability Company, is one of the most popular business structures for small businesses and entrepreneurs. The biggest advantage of forming an LLC is liability protection. Without an LLC, most businesses operate as sole proprietorships by default. In that situation, the business and the owner are legally considered the same entity. That means if the business runs into financial trouble or legal issues, your personal assets could potentially be at risk. When you form an LLC, the business becomes its own legal entity. This helps separate your personal finances from your business, which can provide an extra layer of protection. An LLC can also make your business appear more professional when working with clients, customers, suppliers, and financial institutions. Now that we understand why people form LLCs, let's go step by step through the process of starting one in California. The first step when starting an LLC in California is choosing a name for your business. Your LLC name must be unique and distinguishable from other registered businesses in California. It must also include a designator such as LLC or Limited Liability Company. Before submitting your LLC paperwork, it's a good idea to check the California Secretary of State's business name database to make sure the name you want is available. Taking a few minutes to verify the name can help prevent delays later in the process if the state rejects your application due to a naming conflict. If the name you want is available, you can move on to the next step. Every LLC in California is required to have a registered agent. A registered agent is responsible for receiving official legal documents and government notices on behalf of your business. Your registered agent must have a physical address in California and must be available during normal business hours to receive documents. Technically, you can act as your own registered agent if you live in California and have a physical address in the state. However, many entrepreneurs prefer using a professional registered agent service instead. Doing so helps keep your personal address off public records and ensures that important documents are handled properly. This is one of the reasons many business owners use Northwest Registered Agent, since they provide registered agent services and also guide you through the LLC formation process. If you want to check them out later, I do have a discount link in the description and pinned comment below the video. Once you've chosen your registered agent, the next step is filing the document that officially creates your LLC. To officially create your LLC in California, you'll need to file a document called the Articles of Organization. This form is submitted to the California Secretary of State and includes information about your business, such as to the LLC name, registered agent information, and the address of the business. The filing fee for the Articles of Organization in California is currently $70. Most entrepreneurs choose to submit this form online through the California Secretary of State website, which is typically the fastest way to get the filing processed. Once the state reviews and approves the document, your LLC officially exists. One important requirement in California that many people don't realize is that you must also file a statement of information after forming your LLC. This form provides additional details about your business, such as the names of the LLC members or managers and the business address. In California, the statement of information must be filed within 90 days of registering your LLC. The filing fee for this form is $20. After the initial filing, you'll typically need to submit this form every 2 years to keep your business information up to date. Another important requirement in California is the annual franchise tax. California requires most LLCs to pay an annual minimum franchise tax of $800, regardless of whether the business has made a profit. This fee is paid to the California Franchise Tax Board and is due each year to keep your LLC active and in good standing. Although this requirement surprises many new entrepreneurs, it's simply part of doing business in California. After your LLC has been approved, the next step is getting an EIN, which stands for Employer Identification Number. This number is issued by the IRS and works like a social security number for your business. You'll need an EIN if you want to open a business bank account, hire employees, or file certain tax documents. The good news is that applying for an EIN is completely free and can usually be done online in just a few minutes. Another important step when starting an LLC in California is creating an operating agreement. This document outlines how the LLC will be run and how decisions will be made within the business. Even if you're the only owner of the LLC, having an operating agreement helps establish the legal structure of your business and reinforces separation between you. California actually requires LLCs to maintain an operating agreement, although it doesn't need to be filed with the state. Now, technically, you can go through all these steps yourself by navigating the California Secretary of State website and filing the paperwork manual. However, many entrepreneurs choose to use an LLC formation service because it simplifies the entire process. One service that many business owners use is Northwest Registered Agent. Instead of trying to interpret government forms on your own, their platform guides you through the LLC setup step by step. You provide the details about your business, and they prepare and submit the formation documents to the state for you. They also provide registered agent services, which means they receive official legal mail and government notices on behalf of your business. Another feature many entrepreneurs appreciate is privacy protection. Northwest allows you to use their business address on formation documents, which helps keep your personal address off public records. Their support team also specializes in business formation, so if you ever have questions about starting your LLC or maintaining compliance with state requirements, you can speak with someone who understands the process. Because of that, many entrepreneurs find it to be one of the easiest and most reliable ways to start an LLC in California. And again, if you want to check them out, I do have a discount link for Northwest Registered Agent in the description and pinned comment below the video. Starting an LLC in California may seem complicated at first, but once you break the process down into steps, it becomes much easier to understand. In most cases, you'll need to choose a business name, appoint a registered agent, file the articles of organization, submit your statement of information, pay the franchise tax, get an EIN, and create an operating agreement. Once those steps are completed, your LLC will be officially registered and ready to operate. If you found this walkthrough helpful, make sure to give the video a thumbs up so more entrepreneurs can find it. And if you're interested in learning more about starting and growing a business, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more LLC tutorials and entrepreneurship guides. If you have any questions about starting an LLC in California, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I read every comment and I'm always happy to help. And if you're ready to start your California LLC and want a simple way to do it, you can check out Northwest Registered Agent using the discount link in the description and pinned comment below the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.